Get ready for sports news and entertainment. All right here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
Hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment here at the beginning of the podcast to offer my condolences to the Dawkins family, friends, and acquaintances. What a tragic event that has unfolded over this past week, and my heart goes out to everyone involved and affected in Brian's life. I personally did not know Brian as well as I would have liked. However, we did cross paths many, many times, and he brought an energy and a light to every moment I spent in his presence. And with a very heavy heart, I am wishing him a peaceful rest above, and to his family, I cannot imagine what you're going through, and we are all here in your support. He does have a GoFundMe page currently being run by a great guy, Noah Fadun, has a fundraising goal of about $20,000 for the family to cover the funeral costs, currently around $15,000. So if you haven't already, please go and show some support in loving memory of Brian Dawkins. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Apologize for the heavy start, but another announcement has to be made. It's episode 25, and just like yesterday, we're talking E. coli here at the beginning. Apparently, it's gone on Sunset Beach, so another measurement was taken this morning. Now, I don't know how this changes in a day, but Niagara Public Health has updated the status saying it is now safe to swim as of today. But again, I would be a bit hesitant. That goes for Sunset Beach. It does not apply across the remaining beaches of the Niagara region. If you are curious to learn more, head to the Niagara Public Health website. All of that information will be posted. I highly suggest you give it a look if you are planning to attend any beaches within the next week. This is a serious contamination, E. coli. I would be 100% attentive to where you're going, what the status is of the water's health, and just be sure to understand what you're getting yourself into. And specifically for Sunset Beach, it is still just a 24-hour turnaround. I mean, peach peak season, I don't know. Take your time with that one. However, I do want to report the news that is apparently clear. That is my two beginning notes. And of course, for our big story of the day, the Panthers run it back last night. A massive accomplishment for these guys. They bring Lord Stanley's mug right back to the franchise for Paul Maurice, Alexander Barkov, and just that whole organization. And for the state of Florida, that's got to feel good, doesn't it? I mean, are we really surprised here? No, I can't say I'm surprised. I think everybody in my social group, in my family, the people that I know that are paying attention to the NHL and the Stanley Cup Finals, we all collectively had agreed to one another. The Panthers were probably going to take it this year. Edmonton was more of the underdog coming in. This team just has so many weapons up front. They have too many defensively dynamic guys, and then an absolute anchor, a wall in that blue ice in Sergei Bobrovsky that come playoff time just knows exactly how to seal the net. Like, their team is too good. I think Edmonton is the closest in comparison. They have a very different DNA. Their team is constructed in a different way. They have the superstars up front, and then the depth just really isn't there. Florida is built like a hockey team. They have everything they need top to bottom, and that is exactly what's required come playoff time when you're looking to secure a mug. And, you know, if you take a look at what this means to Florida and to their team, starting with Barkov, I mean, this makes him the first captain since Gretzky to hoist that cup back-to-back years on home ice, etching him into the record books as one of the most successful captains, not only in NHL history, but also as the GOAT to wear the C in Florida. Of course, for the Tkachuk family, all in attendance, earning their second etching on Lord Stanley in as many years. Of course, Brady Tkachuk, his brother, got to watch his brother do it for the second time because, of course, Ottawa isn't sniffing none of the finals for a little while. Congratulations to the Tkachuk family. And of course, to their father, that's got to be fantastic to watch their son do it again now for the second straight year. And then to Sam Bennett, your playoff MVP, the Conn Smythe winner. Go get paid now, buddy. It's going to happen. He's running straight to the bank. Money, 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 money. I got some of my buddies in the group chats already saying this guy is going to get the worst contract in the history of sports this summer. It's so funny to think about, but they're not wrong. With all jokes aside, he will get paid. He will get paid this summer. I think his playoff performance has earned him a status of a lot more than what he currently sits at. I think it's $4 million. I should have probably looked into that before recording this podcast, but he is going to see a significant increase in pay. He's going to get paid, and hopefully by the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know you're not listening to this, MLSE, but pay that man. Dress him up in the blue and white, and as Biz would like to say, let's go win a mug here. All right, let's go win a mug. I think that would be a great pickup. Of course, Brad Marchand would also be a fantastic pickup. Bring these guys into Toronto. We could use them in the blue and white. Let Mitch Marner walk. I think his time has officially come to an end in Toronto. There's lots of stuff going on in the media right now, lots of speculation that he is most definitely not coming back. There has been almost no interaction between camps. The Marner Group and the Toronto Maple Leafs organization have had almost zero interaction. I'm very happy to hear that. Let's just turn the page on this era. It's time to bring in somebody else. And of course, on the other side of center, getting back to the Stanley Cup Finals, Connor McDavid and the Oilers fall for the second straight year. And you think, I think it's just adding to fuel to the fire here. To be totally fair, McDavid as a competitor will take this in stride. He will find his way back to Lord Stanley's doorstep, and I'm sure 97 will hoist that cup at some point in his career. But what a tough blow to him, to Corey Perry, of course, to Draisaitl, just the whole team. That's a devastator, but Florida earned it nonetheless. The Panthers hoist Stanley Cup for the second straight year, and I don't think anybody can sit here and say that not only that they don't deserve it, but also that wasn't an entertaining Stanley Cup final. What a display of hockey we had for 6 games. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Looking forward to next season. That's going to do it, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode number 25. We'll see you next time. Peace.